Students, here we will start with the second method to solve a quadratic equation, that is a formula method. So again, to explain the method, I have taken one example, one quadratic equation, 9x square plus 7x minus 2 is equals to 0. Same like factorization method, the first step is you have to check whether the equation is in standard form or not. If it is in standard form, good. If not, you have to first convert and then begin. So it is already in standard form. The second step, we have to write the value of a, b, c by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That is, you have to compare with the standard form and you have to write the value of a, b, c. I again remind you, a is a coefficient of x square, b is a coefficient of x and c is a constant term. So let's write. So by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, where a is equals to 9, b is equals to 7 and c is equals to minus 2. Be careful, you have to always write with this sign. Now, I repeat, first step was you have to check whether it is in standard form or not. If it is in standard form, good, otherwise you have to convert. Second step is you have to write the value of a, b, c. Now third step, apply the formula. Children, you have to by heart this formula. The formula is, so before you write, you have to write by formula method. This is a part of presentation. So by formula method, you have to apply the formula. X is equals to minus b plus minus into root b square minus 4ac, the whole upon 2a. You have to by heart this formula. Now, you have to substitute all the values here. So let's substitute. Always remember, you will substitute the value of b in bracket. Why? Because there is chances that a value of b is negative. So when it is a negative, the minus will become plus. So you have to remember the little things. So I will put the value of b in bracket. After that, I have to solve this the term. I have to find the value of the term b square minus 4ac. So my b is 7. So 7 square minus 4 into 9 into minus 2, the whole upon 2 multiplied by 9. I have substituted the value of a, that is 9. Let us simplify. Minus into 7 is nothing but minus 7 plus minus 7 square is 49 here, minus plus 4 2s are 8, 9s are 72, the whole upon 9 2s are 18. Further simplifying, here x is equals to minus 7 plus minus 49 plus 72 is nothing but 121, the whole upon 18. Now children, you know that a square root of 121 is nothing but it is a square of 11. So square root of 121 is 11. So minus 7 plus minus 11 upon 18. To find the value of x, we will have to separate this sign and then solve. So let's do that, because with two signs we can't solve at a time. So minus 7 plus 11 upon 18, or x is equals to minus 7 minus 11. If you observe, one time I have taken plus 11, the other time I have taken minus 11, the whole upon 18. Further, 11 minus 7 is 4 and sign of the greater number, or x is equals to, we put therefore sign everywhere, minus 7 minus 11 is nothing but minus 18, minus plus sign of the greater number. Here you can only simplify like 2 by 9, or here it will be minus 1. So your solution set, same like a factorization method, you have to wind up your answer with the solution set, and these are the roots of the quadratic equation. So I again remind you, you have to write in solution set in round bracket 2 by 9 is comma minus 1. So this was the example of formula method, where again I remind you, you have to first arrange the equation in standard form. After that you have to write a, b, c, then apply the formula, substitute, find the square root here, then separate and end your answer. So the next question is, solve for x and give your answer correct to 2 dp. Again we are going to use a formula method to solve this. Your question says, after solving x, you have to round it up to 2 dp. Correct, to 2 dp means we will round the answer up to 2 dp. So again the similar way, the question is already in standard form, that is x squared, x term constant, all are here. So we will now, the second step, we will write the value of a, b and c. So let's write comparing with ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0 here, where a is equals to 2, b is equals to -6 and c is equals to 3. In the third step, apply the formula. I repeat, the first step, you have to convert the formula in standard form. You have to convert the question in standard form. Second, you have to write the value of a, b, c, and third, apply the formula. As I told you, have to by heart the formula. X is equals to -b plus minus into root b square minus 4ac the whole upon 2a. So let's substitute all the values. As I told you in the previous sum, you have to always write the value of b in bracket. So this minus the minus of the formula will be as it is, the value of b, which is -6 plus minus, again here you have to be again careful, -6 the whole square minus 4 into a, that is 2, into c, which is 3, the whole upon 2 into 2, as the value of a is 2. So now minus plus, so this is plus 6 plus minus into root 36 minus 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24 and 2 2s are 4. Next, 6 plus minus 36 minus 24 is nothing but 12, the whole upon 4. Now children, a 12 is a non-perfect square number. So obviously you will be not knowing to remove a square root of 12. So we have already learned in your lower grade, that is in grade 7, 8, 9, we have already learned how to remove a square root of non-perfect square number, that is by long division method. Children, in grade 10, you will be given a log book to identify, to find out the square of non-perfect square number, but that is impossible to teach here. So when we will meet in school, we will explain you how to find the square roots of non-perfect square number with the help of log book. So that method you can, even in your board exam, you will be given a log book to find that. But for now, here, when you are practicing at home these questions, you can use long division method. So I will again, with this example, I will remind you the long division method, the method which is used to find the square root of non-perfect square number. So as you know the format, how we write is, since we need to find up to 2 decimal, I will make a pair of 3 zeros, because to round it up to 2 dp, I at least need to see the third dp, and to find the third decimal, I need 3 pairs of 0. And you know that whatever is the there before a decimal point, that is the whole part. Above whole part, you will put a 1 bar, whether it is of a 1 digit, 2 digit or 3 digit. The whole part, you will, in the whole number wala part, you will put the full bar. But after dp, you will make a group of 2, 2, that is of the zeros. So let's start. You know the method very well. We start with the perfect square. Which perfect square is nearest to 12? So 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4, 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16. 16 will be greater than 12. So we will start by 3 3s are 9. Now, before you subtract, you have to first add this quotient here and then begin further. So 12 minus 9 is nothing but 3. Now, what you have to do is, you have to first you have to carry forward the zeros. So since you are taking the number after dp, you will write again decimal point there and then take this pair of 0. Now what you have to do is, you have to write 1 1s are, that is 61 1s are, 62 2s are, 63 3s are, so on. You have to keep trying till you get the number nearest to 300. So let's start. 61 1s are is very small. You can start by 62 2s are. 62 2s are is nothing but children 124. We can go more ahead. 63 3s are, which is nothing but 189. You can try one more. 64 fours are, which is nothing but 256. So definitely 256 will be nearest to 300. So let's try 64 fours are, which is 256. Again, as I said, before you subtract this, you have to take this quotient here and add. And when you will subtract this, you will get 44. Again, students, next you will again take the zeros down, and again you have to think in the same way. You have to start with 1 1 2 2 3 3, and you have to get the answer nearest to 4400. So 681 ones are, 682 twos are, 683 threes are. You have to try till you get nearest to 4400. So as well you will try, you will get by 686 6 are 4116. You can try, you will get the same. Again, as I said, before you subtract, take that 6 here and add it here. So it will be 692. And when you will subtract this, you will get it as 10 minus 6, 4, 9 minus 1, and it will be 284. Now student, one more. Now the last one you will have to try just to check whether this is coming 5 or above 5 or below 5, because we need to round it up to 2 decimal points. So just, we don't solve, just check whether it is coming 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 or greater than that. So when you will try 692 1 ones are, 692 2 twos are, 693 threes are, you will again get 6924 fours are as 29696. Sorry, you will get 27696 something nearest. And no need to solve for that. You just need to check that. So since this is below 5, children, since this is below 5, you will write it as 3.46. Because you have to round it up to 2 dp. So take 3.46. So as you have understood how we have found the non-perfect square root number, let's simplify further by substituting the value of square root of 12. So square root of 12, as we discussed, we got it as 3.46. The whole upon 4. Let's say, as I told you that you can solve with the 2 signs at a time, we have to separate it. So x is equals to 6 plus 3.46, the whole upon 4, or x is equals to 6 minus 3.46 upon 4. When you will add this, you will get 9.46 upon 4, and when you will here subtract, you will get it as 2.54, the whole upon 4. When you will divide this by 4, you will get 2.365, and when you will divide here, you will get it as 0.635. Now these are the roots of the quadratic equation, but again children, you have to write your final answer up to 2 dp. So since this is the third decimal point is greater than 5, you will add the second dp by 1. So your final answer, your solution set, you will write, sorry, you have to use round bracket here, 2.37, and here when you will round, again the third dp, 1, 2, 3, the third dp is greater than 5, so you will make this 3 as 4. So your answer is 0.64.